Hey guys, Zach the Wolf's here, and if you're a furry, Therian, or just generally post about masks or fursuits, you've probably had to deal with a lot of haters. And that's never fun. And while it's easy for some people to just brush off hate like I do, it can really affect some people, especially if you're younger, and that's never good for your mental health. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to deal with and avoid hate. And the best part, all of it can be done without having to change what you post at all. And while this video is mostly meant for furries, Therians, alterhumans, quadrobists, etc., with a few adjustments, this advice can be altered to fit pretty much any community. Whether that be dragon puppets or emotional support stuffed animal videos, this advice can help all of y'all. Let's get into it. Step 1. Understanding hate. So before we prevent the haters, we need to understand what a hate comment is. Because believe it or not every negative comment you get is hate. For the sake of this video, hate is going to be defined as a comment designed to be purposefully rude, mean, or to make you angry. These comments are often false, irrational, or providing unnecessary criticism on something that hurts no one. Okay, so now that we know what a hate comment is, what negative comments aren't hate? If a comment is an honest critique, isn't meant to hurt your feelings, and is either designed to help you improve or criticize something you honestly did wrong, then that is not hate, it's constructive criticism. While some people, when they hear constructive criticism, might want to just brush it aside and label it as hate, I would recommend not doing this. If something is an honest critique, even if you disagree with it, I would really encourage you to at least take it into consideration. Now that we know the difference between hate and constructive criticism, we can move on to step 2. Step 2. How to interact with and approach a hate comment. Alright, so despite your best efforts, you've got a hate comment. It's rude, it's mean, it's nasty, and it just generally does not make you happy, and you don't really like it. So, what do we do about it? Well, there's quite a few different ways to prevent hate. One way you can deal with hate is...
Furry, what are you gonna do? Use a litter box? You're a furry. It's hunting season. You think you're an animal. You're a furry.
Ah, much better. See that? That's one of the best ways to deal with hate. No interaction, no arguing, and want to know the best part? See how he's still yapping over there, but we can't hear him? That's because when you hide someone from your channel, they don't know they have been hidden. So on his account, from his perspective, he sees his comment alongside all the others, but nobody else on their end can see him. And it does not alert him whatsoever that this has happened. So he'll just waste his time hating on your channel, not knowing his comments are the digital equivalent of talking to a brick wall. And I know you might be saying, Zach, I want to tell him he's wrong. Or even, Zach, I want to educate him. Now I'm all for education, but this is not going to be something that's going to happen. Sometimes you get lucky and you can educate them and they'd stop hating, but it's very rare, and most of the time they will never admit they were wrong, even if you catch them in a lie. Anti-furries are a very stubborn community. They will say furries are abusive towards animals while simultaneously drop-kicking a hamster for 5 views on the internet. And of course, if you try and call them out on any of this, they'll double down. Or even try and harass you, and they might even harass your friends too, especially if you had them tagged in any community posts on your channel. I learned to not underestimate how much an anti-furry will go to be a total loser. They can and will scrape your entire channel for even a sliver of things they can do to annoy you. But most will only do this if you directly engage with them, so the simple solution is to just not talk to them, hide them from your channel, and move on with your life. I know sometimes it can be hard to ignore them, especially if you're younger, but I promise you, all it will do is stress you out and make you more angry than before if you respond. Also, another thing I would like to note is literally almost all of these anti-furry comments are typed by literal toddlers. Like, seriously, look at this stuff. In all honesty, you cannot convince me some of these comments were not made by a literal fetus. Also, another little niche, I guess you could call it, of furry hate comments are just rage bait, aka people who say anything to make you upset. Most of them don't actually even agree with what they're saying, they just try and say the opposite of what you consider to be morally good. And the best way to win with those is literally just to not play. Just ignore them. Also, if you get hate comments and don't want to even see them, there is no shame in deleting them. You aren't a coward for not wanting to be harassed. Delete and hide from channel is always valid for unwarranted, irrational hate. And with that, I think we can move on to Step 3, filtering out hate comments. Another YouTube feature a lot of beginner furry YouTubers don't even know exists is the blocked word feature. You can block words, emojis, entire phrases. Trust me, this feature will be your best friend if you know how to use it properly. Here's some words, phrases, and emojis I recommend blocking right away. First up with emojis, I recommend blocking the skull emoji, the vomit emoji, the Easter Island head emoji, and the weird rose one everyone started using all of a sudden. Seriously, I don't think I've ever seen one morally good and likable person use this dreaded emoji. Just freaking block it. Next up is words, but remember, whatever word you put in this blocked word feature, no one will be able to say. For example, if you blocked the word furry, no one could ever use the word furry. Some words I have blocked on my channel is ew, sigma, and a womp womp, or just womp, and many, many, many more. Other full phrases you can block are hunting season, this generation is doomed, and no father figure. You would be shocked to see how many hate comments these have filtered out on these blocked phrases alone. Since anti-furries tend to find anything creative or different cringy, they often lack creativity and just copy and paste the same 5 insults, so blocking them all together tends to lower the amount of hate comments. As much as I love this feature and absolutely recommend you put that into place, it does have its limits and some hate comments will slip through the cracks. And with that being said, that is all the methods I use personally on my channel to prevent and deal with hate. If there's one thing I hope this video accomplishes, is I hope it helped at least a few of you guys deal with hate, overcome it, and continue being yourself. And with that, I think we're done. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.